Speaking of destruction of corporate audit records and other federal crimes, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
Aren't we square?
And I'm the Opinionator!
No, you didn't miss an intro. We just decided it wasn't important, so we cut it. Just like Steins Gate Elite.
But don't worry, I'll do the proper intro to this episode in 15 years. How about that?
というか、敵って。
So here we are 2 days earlier from the event in question, and he's already gathering the troops.
彼女は敵じゃないの？
今は朝の7時前だな。
は？そうだけど、何よ、いきなり。
After time leaping 2 hours back and gathering the troops, I find myself in front of the station. After this comes the Tennoji residence. There is one other thing experience has taught me. Today, Moeka and Tennoji will die, and apparently there's nothing we can do to stop it, because apparently all deaths, except for Ferris's dad's, are convergence points.
Look, you know, I made fun about the game for using convergence like this, but maybe it's not so bad. Consider the following, Daymon. Okabe returns to the lab and he eats some cup noodles that has Makisei's name on it. When she goes to confront him, he's like, I'm sorry! The world line determined that I was to eat your noodles. It was convergence. I have no choice in it.
Oh my gosh.
And then Mayuri's metal Upa gets sold, and he's just like, convergence, hands tied. It was fated to become money for me. I'm sorry. And then Daru comes back and finds that his visual novel has been deleted from the communal computer. And Okabe's response is, your hobbies sicken me.
You know, okay, you've convinced me. You can use it as an excuse for all bad behavior. Henceforth, whenever I behave badly, I shall use it as an excuse. You know what's ridiculous, Billy? Is that you said all that, and I was just like, and what's on screen is corpses, and we're like, oh man, the corpses. When I was in middle school,
I'm not sure why corpses made you think of middle school.
In one class that I was in for 9 weeks, half a semester, because that was how it was done at my middle school. There was like one class that everybody had that would rotate through different things, and they were only 9 weeks apiece. Anyway, there was a computer in there, and there was a game on it. And you're supposed to use a computer for, I don't remember, but
Middle school, come on!
the only thing everybody used that computer for was to play this surgery game.
Oh, I know exactly what game you're talking about.
Yeah, and you know, we're talking like early 90s here, so I mean, it looked pretty good for the early 90s.
Everyone just stabbed the patient in the eye. I don't know what anyone thought we were going to learn for it.
Oh, no. See, that's not what happened. That's not what happened from ours. Everybody would peel the skin on his skull off and chop his skull open. That was it.
Oh, regardless of what was actually wrong with him?
Yeah, regardless
Gotcha.
of what was wrong, they would saw off the top of his skull. Anyway, when you inevitably killed the patient, which would take either 1 second in the case of Billy's school, or maybe more like 10 minutes in the case of the torturing bastards at my school, you, like the character, the quote-unquote character you're playing, several doctors would be standing around the patient with a sheet draped over him in the morgue, and there would be several pizza boxes piled on top of him, and they'd all be eating pizza saying, we'll do better next time, as they ate pizza off the corpse of the man whose skull they had sawed off and then stabbed him in the eye, all in the name of medicine. Now, there's two things you learn from this. One, middle schoolers are evil, and two, apparently corpses are funny.
Unless it's your own. But that poses new questions.
I don't have the means to. It isn't my problem. The problem is nigh, because I'm pretty sure that's actually somehow a really important event.
Somehow, yes.
We arrive in front of Tennoji's house, just like we did before I time leaped. I trace the same conversations, the same actions as last time, and I wait. So I was going to try and say he should get more information, but instead he's deciding to get more information kind of at ground zero, so to speak.
Well, it seems to be his specialty.
Well, it works for him, so...
Yeah.
Look at the CG dragonfly! And then...
Wow, didn't even try and stop Nai.
No, not yet.
Oh, right.
That was just after this.
Okay.
Tennoji shoots himself in the head, and now I'm gonna find that ninja girl with her Naruto run and her Akira psychic powers, and I'm gonna stop her! Or something. Sudden violence shocks Moeka and Kurisu, but I'm already inured to it. I've seen it all before! In fact, do you know how many people I have seen die? Quite a few.
More than the same person even.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Yes, sir, my heart has been hardened.
Like a tear falls down his cheek.
Sorry, Tennoji, but I don't feel anything at this point. I can't. I shed all my tears long ago. Even these two jokers are talking about eating pizza off the top of your corpse. I immediately look around. There she is, with that reused face. Because you can't forget that face!
Well, in that case, maybe Nai did that on purpose.
That's what I was thinking about, too.
Ah.
Nai is spying on us from afar. Her eyes blaze with a hatred
And this next part is important.
beyond her years. Huh, wonder if there's something to that time leap.
Nah. Or should I say Nai? That doesn't quite work.
Wonder when she got here. Could have been really early. Just so she could hang out with her parents.
You'd think that if she knew about time leaping and time leap, she might try and prevent it? Unless this is some sort of convergence thing and she's familiar with it. But now we're going down a rabbit hole that's just even more confusing.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole full of bombs.
Ah, so Bugs Bunny then.
I will say, though, she never knew her mom.
That's true. Because her mother died when she was born. I was going to say her mother died in childbirth, but yes.
As our eyes meet, Nai turns and runs away. It was that easy.
Turns out she threw the knife like a throwing blade.
Nai is still running, ignoring my calls to stop.
And even though I have literally 5 times her size in leg stride, there's no way I'll be able to catch her because I am out of shape.
I like how you are obsessed with that. But the thing is he's not actually as out of shape as he says he is. Why are you so obsessed with Okabe's physical endurance?
Because he constantly gets beaten up by people he should have a physical advantage over. Size is more important than you might think.
No, size is basically the most important thing in the real world.
Those viral battlers were like 2/3 his size. Come on. And they play card games. How fit could they possibly be?
Okay. We're gonna end this. After telling Moeka to stay put and Kurisu to look for Tennoji's phone, I chase after Nai. She's just a child. I close in on her quickly. There, Billy! There! There! You happy? Are you happy?
Yes.
I told you he's in better shape than you keep saying. Nai, occasionally looking back at me and grinding her teeth, eventually runs into a fenced-off construction site. Unexpectedly, Nai slows down and eventually stops to catch her breath.
I don't know why that's so funny.
From the sound of her breathing, she must be at her limit.
お前は本当に天王寺苗か
Aha!
お前はこれから桐生萌香を殺すつもりなんだろう
そうよ。
父親の復讐か
The direct approach really works well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it usually does.
お前と桐生萌香は父さんを殺した。
The only people it doesn't work on is when you are a person of authority and are actually a threat to someone.
What do you mean?
Like police officers confronting mob bosses and things like that. Like, if you're not a threat and you're direct, what do they have to lose with just being upfront about it? But if you have some ability to actually interfere with them, then they might not be so forthcoming.
That is kind of interesting. You may have a point, though I have to say, recently in preparation for Trails of Cold Steel 3, I've been playing Trails to Azure. And in fact, police officers did confront a mob boss directly.
Oh, and it worked?
And it worked. But okay, that was special.
Well, that's Trails for one.
I'm not arguing with your point. I'm just saying that the first thing that I thought of was, no, you're wrong, and I have specific evidence from the last week of my life to prove it. Which I think is a strange initial reaction, don't you?
店長は自殺したんだ。自分で頭を打ち抜いた。
When you act for revenge like this, you have to keep in mind the feelings of the person you're trying to avenge.
Yeah.
If they strongly oppose what you're doing, maybe you shouldn't do it.
If he wanted them dead, he'd have gunned them down before turning it on himself.
You like how I said, when you seek revenge? Anyway, so that means that if you're trying to avenge your dead wife or something, and she's like, yeah, you should kill the bastards what killed me, and then move on with your life, then you're like, okay, go ahead. See? It's the dead wife rule.
How long were you married?
Why do you ask?
それに、俺たちが行かなくても、あの男は自殺していただろう。逆恨みだ。
そんなのしたことじゃない。
Yeah, she's a child, right?
What?
父さんが死んだ時、桐生萌香はその場にいた。でも父さんが死ぬのを止めなかった。
How?
What could she possibly have done?
だから許さない。お前もだ、岡部倫太郎。
But what about Makise Kurisu?
Nah, she's fine.
Oh
お
yeah?
前に関わらなければ父さんは死ななくて済んだ。
Wait, is she blaming me for finding the 5100? How the hell was I supposed to know?
だがお前はすぐには殺さない。
What?
殺せないからな。
What? Okabe, do you realize what you are saying? If she's blaming you for finding the IBM 5100 initially and starting all of this, then she is aware of time travel and that you are doing it.
お前を殺すのは15年後。それまでせいぜい怯え続けるんだ。
お前は誰なんだ？
She isn't Tennoji Nae. Or maybe she is. I mean, I think she is.
Future Nai.
いや
殺すってどういう意味なんだ？
そのままの意味だよ。お前は15年後に私が殺した。
Uh-huh. Killed? Why is she using past tense?
Put it together, you dense mother trucker!
From her point of view, though, after she had killed him, why would she leap back? Just to kill Moeka? Is that important for some reason?
That's a good question. She only kills Moeka in this world line, not in the others. Moeka kills herself.
Well, as expected of the game's antagonist, a little girl. Is there some way it could not be Tennoji Nae from the future?
It has to be.
Doesn't that make perfect sense?
Everything she's saying makes sense if that's what it is.
Did she...
Time leap.
I'm sure he was wondering what was going on with that, but it wasn't important, so they cut it out of Elite.
I was wondering what was going on with that too, especially since if everything works the way it's supposed to, the machine shouldn't have been warm. You're losing to a little child.
Yeah, well, if she stabs him, he dies. Okay? Nae suddenly whips out a knife. Caught completely off guard, I collapse onto the floor.
Yeah, but he knew she had the knife.
For a moment, I panicked, but somehow I managed to convince myself that I'm fine. I won't die here, I tell myself. This world line won't accept that. Even this girl is telling me that. I can count on this, right?
But you'd be surprised what you can live through.
Well, that wasn't what I meant. But it's just like Naya said herself. It's not that she won't kill me, she can't. If she tried, something would surely interfere, so doesn't that mean I should try to force her to kill me?
No?
お前を殺した時のこと教えてあげようか
Yeah, please?
なんかレジスタンスの創始者とか言ってセルンに歯向かってたみたいだけど
I know.
私が拉致して監禁してやって考えつく限りのありとあらゆる拷問を加えてやったよ
Jesus!
お前は痛みに泣きわめきクソとしょんべんをまき散らしながら私に命乞いをした
She time leaped back here just to tell him this because she's insane.
That may actually be the case.
Because she's insane!
実に醜かったよ岡部倫太郎しょうがないから最後に私自身の手で喉をかき切ってやった後気が済むまでメット刺しにしたのよ一体何回刺したか私でもわからないぐらいにね
You know, we were under the impression that Tennoji Yugo was like one of those super devoted fathers.
Uh-huh.
Not like he wasn't.
Right.
His daughter most definitely was the center of his life. But she's even more of a daddy's girl than he was a daughter's dad. Because upon losing him, she became this.
Yep. Uh-huh.
それが15年後のお前が迎える最後だ父さんを殺したお前を待っている運命だ
And now in the future, you won't have a nose, you won't have a nose, you won't have a nose. Now in the future, you won't have a nose. My nerves burst into flame, not just in my arm, but throughout my entire body. Pain forces the air out of my lungs in a blood-curdling stream. I can't shake off Naya's hands. There's just something so terrifying about her.
セルンはお前の作ったタイムリープマシンを一切手をつけずに保管したままだったんだ私はそれに目をつけたの
Makes sense?
You know, I kind of wasn't expecting her to just say everything that she did.
That is refreshing.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Wait a minute, has Steins Gate suddenly started using the direct approach?
If so, I hope it keeps up.
15年後ラウンダーになった私はお前を殺してからそれを使ってここまで戻ってきた
Yeah, I was going to say, that meant the way she's talking sounds like she wasn't with CERN. Then she became...
I gotcha.
Right?
Because she became a rounder, captured him, and then killed him, and then blipped back here.
It's that became a rounder.
一度にたった48時間しか遡れない欠陥品だから随分苦労したけど
I bet that took a while.
Oh my god, that's probably why she's insane.
No. She tortured him and all that stuff before time limit.
No, I get it, but it's like she was already in a horrible place and kind of nuts. Then she poked holes in her brain for...
15 years.
Okay, so since we're doing it 2 days at a time, it'd be 7.5 years.
Okay, fair.
Where every day you're poking holes in your brain, which cannot be good for it.
Probably not.
I mean, maybe there's no effect, but...
I'd be surprised if there wasn't.
7.5 years, yo.
Yeah, come on.
But this also means she had to have gone and gotten the dang thing every time.
Yep.
Which must have started to get really difficult. To travel 15 years in 48-hour increments would take...
単純計算で2738回だ
God dang. The monotony of it all is what would drive you crazy.
他にも色々あったせいで実際の回数はきっと倍以上だけどな自分が何回タイムリー
Oh
プしたか
my god!
I bet you did.
I knew it. When I came to this world line, I went back to the lab after learning of Moeka's suicide. And once I got there, I found evidence someone had used a time leap machine. So that was Nai's final time leap.
私はこの復讐のためだけに生きてきた誰にも邪魔はさせない 絶対に桐生萌香も殺してやる。この手でだ。
Ah.
Well, I see why Moeka's death is a convergence point, then. It rather makes sense. It's not arbitrary.
Right, because this psychopath kept coming back to kill her.
However, why is she not interested in Makise Kurisu, who was also present?
Yeah, but for one, Makise Kurisu is necessary for the completion of the time machine.
She didn't care. She's not with CERN, remember? She ended up becoming an expendable rounder.
But it's also
and then stole the machine from the time leap machine from CERN.
That's true.
So she didn't give a damn about CERN.
Well, yeah, but Makise wasn't really involved with the IBM 5100. That was all Okabe, and that's sort of the tying
Okay,
point.
what about why then is she upset with Moeka? Because she was there and didn't stop it. Makise Kurisu was there and didn't stop him.
Okay, alright. Maybe because, like you said, Kiryu Moeka was part of the reason why he killed himself to protect her?
I could accept that. I just have an eyebrow raise.
Yeah, it's tunneling through the ceiling.
God dang it, I'm gonna have to call the landlord.
Uh-oh!
Good job, eyebrow.
I guess our humor really is highbrow.
It was fate that I die here.
自殺なんてさせるもんか。そんな生ぬるい死に方で逃がしたりはしない。
たったそれだけのために15年もの歳月を遡ってきたのかよ。
She's insane!
Understatement?
たったそれだけだと。
Is she just like stabbing him in the arms or cutting
Yeah.
his face or okay.
Well, she's not stabbing him, she's cutting his arm.
Okay.
Okay, so you know that means that when Moeka had killed herself, that she was gonna have to time leap further back.
Yes.
Because there's no way she was gonna let that happen, so she'd just keep time leaping.
Right?
So why
Okay.
hadn't that happened yet? Okay, timey-wimey.
This is the time in where timey-wimeys makes my head hurt.
お前たちにとってはたったそれだけかもしれないが、私にとってはお前と桐生萌香を殺すことだけが全てなんだよ。
それで萌香を殺してその後はどうするつもりだ。
And maybe she did kill Moeka and made it look like a suicide. I don't know.
Maybe she just doesn't care after that. Like, what comes next? Whatever.
その後
遡ってきた15年をもう一度やり直すのか。
そんなものに何の価値がある？価値なんてないんだ。
Huh?
So in other words, it's not going to be a closed loop.
お前は今何もしなくていい。ただ怯え、後悔し続けろ、岡部倫太郎。15年後に私が迎えに行く時まで。
So what's she gonna do now? Okay. Well, first, that girl is disconnected from causality, just like I am.
That girl's disconnected from a lot of things.
Does it end in ITY? She's disconnected from it. Reality,
Sanity.
bestiality, fatality,
One of these things is not like the other.
babality.
Oh, now we're just talking about Mortal Kombat.
It's the first thing that jumped into my mind with ITY.
Brutality.
Physicality, spirituality,
Oh.
polity.
The hell?
Not cruelty, though, because that's not ITY.
Are you done?
Do I need to stop?
You need to stop.
Okay. And after time leaping thousands of times, enough times to make even me and the amount of time leaps I've done just look trivial, she exacted that revenge. I really am not sure there's anything I can do to stop her from doing that. How will she live those 15 years the second time around? Will she kill me again? Is her life just going to be a closed loop of killing me? The thought squeezes my heart like a vice. Does time travel bring nothing but pain?
It's a little late to be considering that, buddy boy.
Spoilers, yes.
Especially the way he's been doing it.
I don't think you can say especially when you look at the other person involved.
Fair point.
Do you remember? Every so often this would come up, and it certainly came up in the violence beat up Moeka episode. I believe I specifically said if killing a young girl was the way to stop CERN in the future, that,
Oh God, I think you did.
maybe you should do it. Like, at least there's an argument to be made. Is the only thing they can do to actually stop all this to, in fact, kill the young girl?
If they use the IBN to erase the email.
If she's disconnected from causality, it's not going to change anything as far as she's concerned.
But if they make it so that Moeka and Yugo don't get thrown away by CERN because they didn't complete their mission, he won't have to kill himself. And that should prevent her from being?
Well, at that point, we'll find out just which memories and world lines exist and which don't.
I suppose so.
あんた、その傷どうしたの？大丈夫？
I need fresh pads!
High velocity!
携帯は
持ってきたけど。ねえ、説明してよ。その傷はどうしたの？救急車、呼んだ方がいい？
Well, it won't matter as soon as I send this D-mail.
落ち着け。今から D メールを送る。
I am sure glad we didn't send the D-mail.
Right?
That would freaking ruin the game if you don't get these scenes.
Yeah!
そうか。世界線が変わればこの傷もなくなるのかな。
Who cares about my wounds? I'm fine. More importantly, by changing the world line, FB's, Tennoji's death, the damage to Nai's soul, and Moeka's imminent murder will all be undone?
Hopefully.
I don't think it can change Nai. If she's just like Okabe, she's stuck the way she is here.
俺は思うんだ。やっぱり店長は萌香を助けたかったんだよ。
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of things about him that I guess we'll never really be able to know, and that's a shame. Or they cut it from Elite. And if you don't want me... If you didn't want me to make that a thing, well, there's something you could do. But the only way to get that to happen is for someone to time leap back.
And not cut it from Elite!
Perhaps that, Moeka, and Elite are just wishful thinking. However,
ベータ世界線ではそうなるといいな。
the wonders of glorious beta world line, where the fruit tastes sweeter, everyone has more money, and...
Children don't stab people.
Yeah, okay. It's a little more direct than I was going for. I was...
Hey! The game has gotten more direct. It's only appropriate.
I have no response! They are the enemy. I should hate them for killing Mayuri. But in some sense, Tennoji, Moeka, and Nai
I don't know why I'm picturing a jelly man here, but go on.
are all just victims of my foolish experiments. I pray that they can live normal lives, at least on the beta world line, where Moeka still works with FB, which is what we saw. For their sake, as well as Mayuri's, I must send this email.
ない。
Well, at least in this circumstance, it's not like there's some sort of bittersweet element to it. There's only positives.
Well, it depends on what changes and what doesn't. Once this D-mail is sent, this world line will be undone?
Hopefully.
復讐は果たされない。
The world shatters, warps, and reforms. It was only 0.05%. I head straight for Moeka's apartment, which makes way more sense than him just suddenly being there.
Okabe-kun,
Which is what it looked like, but it's not.
ここどうやって調べ。
少し時間を潰させてもらうぞ。
Okay.
She's in a lot better shape.
Well, FB hasn't abandoned her in this one.
Moeka's right in front of me, but she sends me mail.
Oh? I don't need an IBN 5100 anymore.
It feels like forever since we last conversed like this.
I don't like the sound of
必要
that.
ないとは FB からストップが
Okay, okay. Good, then it worked.
The problem is, well, we don't know.
Whoops. He let slip a name he shouldn't have.
Are you FB? She'll say. So FB's still alive. That's good. So the question is
He should check to make sure he still has the frickin' IBN 5100 and get Dara on it ASAP.
No, they won't have it.
They should.
It'll be at the shrine.
This is after that. That happened before the Time Leap machine was even completed. So they should still have it.
Look, I have no idea where the IBN is right now, and neither do you. It could be in the future gadget lab, and that would make sense. It could still be in the shrine, and that would make sense.
That's fair.
Well, for now, however, I'm more interested in what Moeka just said. I suppose I should probably get to that whole FB thing, but FB canceled her mission to retrieve the IBN 5100?
任務達成はすなわち処分確定。扱いとしては犬っつうより家畜だな。
I recall his last words. Perhaps he canceled her mission so that they wouldn't be eliminated?
Okabe? Are you okay?
What's going on then?
You sent the D-mail
From
telling-
FB's phone.
telling her to stop the mission.
And
Are you alright?
he's the one who changed it. He's the one who canceled her mission, not FB. That was the whole point of sending it from FB's phone and getting it to work.
Right, so why's... My head hurts.
If that's the truth, then maybe he really was trying to save Moeka. What, did he look at his own... No? How? What?
ただ怯え後悔し続けろ岡部倫太郎15年後に私が迎えに行く時まで
I guarantee it's something elite cut that would make this make more sense.
Okay, no, I get it. If Moeka got the D-mail and was like, okay, and what'd she do? Respond, of course, because she sends like 42,000 mails a day. So she responded and was like, you want me to stop? You stop the pursuit?
I
okay,
see.
I'll stop the pursuit then.
And Tennoji didn't correct her.
He just went with it.
Huh, okay. Alright, that makes sense.
So Nai, then. I can't get that childish, yet hate-filled voice out of my head. On that world line, I turned an innocent girl into a murderer. I won't fear you, Nai, nor will I repent. That world line's already been undone. But how will things turn out on this new world line? There's no point thinking about it. Those two jokers will, and then they'll just complain every time I don't think about something, or when there's something cut from Elite.
He's right.
If the plan worked, the IBN 5100 should already be back in my possession. And if that's the case, then there's no need to stay on this world line either.
What?
Well, he can, go over to Glorious Beta.
Okay.
On the way back to the lab, I stop by the Brown Tube workshop and peek in through the window. The 42-inch CRT is powered on, and Tennoji, FB, is lounging in front of it, reading the sports pages.
Looks more like he's eating ramen, but, whatever.
Reading the sports pages, eating ramen with his daughter, they're the same thing.
Aww.
FB is still alive. His daughter, Nae, has no reason to hate anyone now. Now?
If he sent the D-mail, then the time that those two died should have passed, so if they died on this world line, they'd still be dead. If it was a convergence point, right?
But Nae is disconnected from causality. She must not have gotten back yet.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Alright.
Either that or she's the greatest idiot in the universe. Well, she could have killed him so good that she, basically wiped him out of existence. And instead she just chose to knife him. Look, if all that turns out to be for nothing, and this is really all it took, because it's like, what about the Nae that's here, that disconnected from causality, that bears all the memories of the places that she had been from? Can you really just wipe that out so easily? And if so, then what the hell are they gonna do next? Like, we already had Crazy Nae from the future, and if that's now gone, it just seems like that's throwing away a plot thread that doesn't need to be thrown away. Also, I want a duck egg.
Haven't seen you in... Okarin's been acting strange lately, so Mayushi didn't go to Kamima today.
No.
Are you at the lab? Maybe I'll go there now. I haven't seen you in a couple of days, We usually see each other every day, so it's really lonely. I know it's only been 4 days at most, but I'm used to being with you all the time. I'm your hostage, remember? Don't let go. Cry.
Alright, well now I expect to have to face down in a death duel every single character until the end, okay?
Until you have to face Nega Okabe from the Delta World line.
Because if they... Well, watch out. He'll beat you with his Rhinet battle cards. I'm just going to be really frustrated if that's all it took to wipe out the disconnected from causality.
Really lessens the impact,
It also means that if you don't get that scene, then it'd be over. And you just never get any resolution on that.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
That's why I don't think it's the case. Okay, so Moeka and FB are no longer antagonists. We have to have an antagonist.
What I've kind of been wondering is if they've been loudly talking about the IBN 5100, why hasn't Yugo taken it from them? Because he would know that they have it because they talk so loud next to that open window. So he must know they have it.
It's in his building. Of course he knows. He's always known. This isn't a problem for him to have known.
But he hasn't taken it. I'm just saying I think it speaks well of him. Or do they expect us to believe that he heard all that other stuff but not that?
I guess what he got out of CERN. I was just trying to think, why would he do that? What would he have gotten from it? And I guess what he got was money.
It's here! The IBN 5100 is here! Then, Yugo's like, eh.
What about that last D-mail? Because it can't just be smooth sailing. I was right! The long battle is finally over!
Super Haka! Super Haka, come on!
Super Haka, come on! Come
芦
on!
田ならいないわよ。コミマに行くって言ってたじゃない。
Now, of course he did.
In that case, he won't return until evening. I can't wait that long. So I fire up the time machine and leave!
Well, because Daru still has to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, he never did. And we don't know what he's been doing.
We don't want to know what he's been doing.
Uh-huh.
ダルクリスティーナこれよりオペレーションベルダンディ最終フェーズを開始する
No one cares.
ダル IBN5100 だ
だから
だからではない IBN5100 があるのだよ
Uh-huh.
そりゃあるっしょオカリンが持ってきたんじゃん
そうだ俺が持ってきた柳林神社からな
He sounds so triumphant and happy, and maybe should not be yelling this outside the window.
オカリン、今日はやけにテンション高くね？
ダル、一つ聞くが、IBN5100 の使い方について勉強はしたか？
I have no idea. I have no comprehension of how to interpret any timey-wimeys anymore. I have no idea if Tennoji wants the damn thing or not. I have no idea.
So many questions and no answers.
は？まあ一応。コミマ前のクソ忙しい時期に僕って偉すぎじゃね？イギリスだったらナイトの称号もらえるレベル。
I'm genuinely shocked you did well preparing for Kamima too, actually.
Yeah, they would knight you for this in England. You are a saint. You're an amazing saint, and you're a saint knight, which is kind of like Saint Seiya.
Well, he's a wizard, so, you know, or he's going to be a wizard.
No, he's
Whatever
not
that
going to be a
means.
wizard. You know darn well what that means.
ならば今日からお前のことをさあスーパーハッカーと呼ぼう。
だが断る。
くだらない会話は自重しろ。頭が痛くなる。
If Daru knows how to use the IBN 5100, then we can hack CERN right now.
全ラボ面に告げる。
Time for that other shoe to drop.
Mayuri's not here, but that's actually more convenient.
長き戦いにいよいよ決着をつける時が来た。すなわちラグナロックが開始されるのだ。本作戦の概要はすなわちセルン本部の最新部に隠された極秘データを IBN5100 によるクラッキングで破壊することである。
I like now that he's happy, he's a Chuny again.
It's good to see him back.
エシュロンなる卑劣な電子機器により奴らは我らの極秘情報をかすめ取った。天津さえそれをもとに我らを特定し、我らが開発した人類の夢タイムマシンの強奪をも目論んだ。
Meanwhile, downstairs, SB is like, just writing it all down.
研究機関でありながらその裏で時空の支配者の座を望み非道なるゼリーマン実験を行う奴らに今こそ正義の鉄槌を下そうではないか。
Daru disapproves.
Quit disapproving, dang it!
そして真の時空の支配者がどちらなのか奴らの目にしかと刻みつけてやれ。
For them, this is just normal Chuny Okabe, but Okarin here hasn't been like this for some time.
戦いが終わった時世界を陰で牛耳る支配構造はついに崩壊し再構成されるだろう。そう我らが望んだ混沌がついに訪れるのだ。
Okay, man. Okay.
Warera ga nozonda konton. Ka. Mataku da.
まあ、うるさい。一体何なの？
Alright, so I've been time leaping for like 6 months worth of time, and Mayushi's going to die, so let's get to it.
This is the 15th time you've told me that today.
オカリンの心の闇は誰にもわからんでござる。
でござる。
そもそも設定じゃ、岡部は狂気のマッドサイエンティストじゃなかった？なのになんで正義の鉄槌とか言っちゃってるんだ。
The best kind.
ついカッとなってやったんじゃね？今は反省してるかも。
お前たちごちゃごちゃ言っていないで準備しろ。
Stop picking apart my persona.
The important part is that I'm happy because we won. Quit making fun of me. I've saved the universe. The entire universe.
準備ってなんぞ？
だから今言っただろう。セルンへのクラッキングだ。
クラッキングは良くないと思う。
No one asked you.
なんという優等生的発言。お前は委員長か。
捕まりたいの？
そ そういう問題ではない。
If they do that, Daru will not be caught. Unless somehow Daru is no longer a Super Haka.
But the direct line, CERN knows they're there.
Well, maybe it's gone now. I don't know.
俺はこのターニングポイントへ到達するためにこれまで戦ってきた。
Yeah, how about you explain that to them? Or at least Maki-say.
When you said, yeah, but CERN knows they're here, what did you mean?
Aren't they the ones who had the direct line to them there?
Yeah, what about it?
Doesn't that mean that they know that they can access their computers?
So, what does that mean?
So doesn't that mean that they would know if they cracked into their system to delete something? Maybe it doesn't.
今こそアルファ世界線を離脱しマユリを救う。邪魔をするというなら誰だろうと許さん。絶対にだ。
岡部。
必死すぎ。
To them, only half an hour has passed since the time leap machine was built. But to me,
Been
Many-
lifetimes.
many days have passed since this ordeal began.
頼む。俺の願いを聞いてくれ。
I won't tell them, but... Or else Mayuri will die. And in 26 years, the world will be ruled by CERN! Suzuha's sacrifice will have been for nothing.
別にあんたのためにクラッキングするんじゃないんだからね。
Never talk like that again.
これはひどい。
Sir Super Haka Tsundere version is here to save the day. I couldn't have asked for a better right-hand man. Like, quite literally so.
つまり全ての元凶は俺が最初にダルに当てて送ったメールにある。それがセルンのエシュロンに捕らえられてしまったせいでラウンダーに目をつけられた。
Very good. He is telling them.
Thank you.
結果マユリは殺され俺たち3人はセルンに拉致されタイムリープマシンは強奪される。
And then Nai will kill me in the future, and why are you looking at me funny?
You think it's not true!
どれだけ回避しようとしてもダメだった。世界はアトラクタフィールド理論により同じ結末へと収束してしまう。
それもし全部妄想だったらオカリンはラノベ作家になれると思うお。
I feel like that's a bit meta, but okay.
No, he's absolutely right. What Daru was saying was, dude, if you are just making all this up,
okay.
then you need to get to work.
Light novel. Illustrated novels targeted primarily at teenage and young adult males. Cover artwork often depicts cute girls. Although light novels can deal with just about any subject matter, recent years have seen a trend towards stories about teenage boys meeting cute girls and winding up in extraordinary situations, often of the isekai variety.
No, isekai is what it is now, but maybe that was what it was, 10 years ago.
Fair point.
事実だ。すべてな。マユリの死を避けるためには。
And to free Suzuha's future from CERN.
アルファ世界線から脱出するしかない。これまでに歪ませた事象を全て取り消すことでそれは可能になると俺は考えている。
Don't they still need to do the one more?
That's what I was thinking. He's probably forgotten about the lottery one. That's what's...
He's remembered it before, but recently.
Okay.
Well, maybe not forgotten, but doesn't think that it's necessary.
Maybe.
つまり目指すべきは俺がダルに最初の D メールを送る前のベータ世界線。
Where Makise Kurisu died.
Yeah.
そこへ到達するためエシロンに捉えられた最初のメールデータをセルンのデータベースから削除しなくてはならないのだ。
I mean, he's not talking about the lottery D-mail.
If I delete all of my mail data from CERN's computer now, I should be able to achieve that goal And if it doesn't work, then I'll time leap back one day and pray that's the day that the guy was going to read over the data. Right? Because if they delete it from Echelon, they're fine. Unless somebody has already read what was in Echelon, which is possibly what happened the moment, like it could have been triggered instantly because of the content.
Ah, good point, good point.
面白いわね。
マキセ氏は信じるん？
仮説としてはね。できれば客観的データが欲しいところだけど、それはさすがに無理だし。
Right?
安心しろ。お前が改良を施したタイムリープマシンの出来はガチだった。
当然でしょ。
She doesn't deny it. That's just like Kurisu.
Shame she's going to have to die.
それに IBN5100 でのハッキングはもともと予定してたことだし、とにかくアクセスしてみて、もしそこにメールデータが存在していたなら、岡部の言葉は事実だと証明される。
要するに考えるな、感じるんだということですね。わかります。
いや、逆にわかんないけど。
考えるよりやってみろということだ。
つなぎ終わったお。ちょっと設定いじらないとダメだけど、10分しないうちに始められる。
よし。
Time to drink some Dr. Pepper.
それにしても元凶となった最初のメールね。それってあれでしょ？私が死んでたとかなんとか。
And now he's about to realize.
そうだ。ラジカンでお前が殺されているのを目撃した俺は、ダルにそれを伝えるメールを送った。ダルはたまたま電話レンジカッコ仮の実験中で、放電現象が起きて。
Aha.
You finally noticed, did ya? Oh. Oh no. Something is telling me to stop the episode. Because I bet
A huge scene that we're not going to be able to find a stopping point for is about to happen.
maybe I better just go time leap real fast so I don't have to talk about this. Huh.